Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Tales of the Abyss. I want to thank you for joining me here. I'm your host, YSGuru, and your hero is Luke and Tyr. And we are here in Yulia City. After falling into the abyss. So Luke is apologizing for, Luke replica. Yeah, that's kind of a rude expression. He's apologizing for, in the previous story, Exelius fell down into the abyss, and he's telling Luke he doesn't have to apologize because, as you can see, it was written in the score. So the, Exelius falling and, disappearing into the abyss or whatever, that was actually written or foretold. It was in something called the closed score. Only a few people know about it. And here's sort of the dilemma of this game's story. Luke was asking, well, if you knew about it in the score, why didn't you stop it, or do something about it? But there's many people that feel like they just have to follow the score, and do what it says, so that they have, a happy future, blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah, I'll try to cut out, the long speeches as we go through here. Yulia City is kind of a cool looking area. I like the aesthetic. Plus this girl's got a cool outfit on. Although it looks like if she's not careful she would trip. Don't trip over yourself. So yeah, if you remember in our last episode, Ash is with main group of characters, and Luke was left behind, and we're going to use the Yulia Road. If you remember, this is what Tyr used in the very beginning of the game. So that we can teleport up to the surface. So it's kind of one way to go, back and forth. Between Yulia City and the surface. Glad to get out of that creepy place, actually. That purple slime with shoki is just really disturbing. And we show up in a beautiful spring. Aramis Spring. That's pretty interesting. We don't actually get wet. He's talking about the Sephirat, incredible power to hold the crust of the world away from the abyss. and somehow he was able to destroy one of them or disable it. And now he's got to work through making amends. So, kind of like I explained before, it's interesting how, from this point on, Luke's, personality and, character development is, going to be changing quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and change Tyr's outfit so that we can do some battles. Have to show off a battle from each dungeon, at least. We'll go ahead and go with fire for now. And if you remember, Guy took off to meet Luke, and here's where he was waiting for us. Oh, you cut your hair.
Guy! あ、どうした？俺、ルークじゃないから。おーい、お前までアッシュみたいなこと言うなっつうの。
Saying the same thing as Ash.
でも俺、レプリカだよ。
I'm just a replica.
いいじゃねえか。あっちはルークって呼ばれるのを嫌がってんだ。
It's like,
もらっちまえよ。
he's the one that they sort of grew up with him. So he knows the replica Luke better than the original Luke, which is Ash.
卑屈だよ。今さら名前なんて何でもいいだろう。せっかく待っててやったんだから、もうちょっと嬉しそうな顔しろって。
You should be happy. I was waiting for you.
うん。ありがとう。ルークがありがとうだって。
Luke said thank you. Oh my god. He's gonna change. But apparently you don't change. Poor guy, still afraid of ladies when they approach. So we got a nice little exchange there with Guy. Since Luke is his Sananajimi childhood friend, even though he's a replica, he's still faithful, which is nice.
どうして俺を待っててくれたんだ？友達だろ。あ、俺下僕だったわ。悪い。俺はレプリカだぜ。お前の主人じゃないんだぜ。
As we go out of this, dungeon, there'll be a couple scenes with them. You are you, and Ash is Ash. Even if you're a replica or not, you're the, main one. Through my eyes, the usual Japanese spiel. You are you, and he is him, and for some reason, whenever they say that in anime, the person gets a lot of power, or happy, or not sad anymore. Luke is Luke. Tyr is Tyr. You are you. Supposedly, that's like the best phrase to say to cheer somebody up. In the anime world, anyway. Back to doing a few battles with Luke here. Haha, you thought I was gonna skip that treasure chest, didn't you guys? But no, I saw it just at the last moment. Although I've probably missed hundreds of others, I'm sure. At least with Tyr's bathing suit on, doesn't matter if we walk through the water here, right? It's interesting they're talking about he didn't need a past, Luke, so he wasn't worried about his memories, but not necessarily needing a past, but he doesn't even have a past because he's a replica. It's always gotta be bats, doesn't it? These are water bats. Different than ordinary bats, apparently. Well, there was Luke's Hyogi, but there was no enemy in range to actually damage with it, unfortunately. I'll try to do it at another time to get some enemies caught up in it. Oh, come on. I totally shot that guy with fire. Guys, Hyogi is also great. Just love watching it. Every time. I know it's not all that exciting to watch this, but the battle system is really fun. And if you're doing it, of course, it's much more fun. But hopefully, some of these battles will be interesting for everybody.
辛かっただろう、いろいろ。そんなこと言えるかよ。俺のせいでみんな死んじまったのに。
More
その一端は俺のせいでも。お前は関係ないだろ。記憶がなくてまっさらなお前をわがまま放題、考えなしのお坊ちゃんに育てた一員は俺だぜ。え？歩き方も覚えてなかった。つうか、知らなかったお前の面倒を見たの俺だからな。マジ反省した。
Guys, partially saying it's his fault for, not really assisting Luke with, his upbringing and everything, and because nobody knew that he was an actual replica. Okay, for some reason I just cannot aim with Mew today. I blame Mew. Totally blame Mew. He just cannot shoot fire the proper way. Here we go. So that was Luke's Hyogi. He gets his Hyogi when, you know, you find out that he's a replica. Let's go ahead and change Tyr back to her Nekonin outfit. And we can easily get through the rest of this place. Although it doesn't avoid bosses, but that's okay. Boss fights are also fun. Hey, it's Jade.
ああ、よかった。入れ違いになったかと心配していました。
大佐、どうしてここに？
ガイに頼み事です。ここでルークを待つと言っていたので探しに来たんですよ。
俺に？
He needs some help from
イオン
Guy.
様とナタリアがモースに軟禁されました。
So Ion and Natalia have been kidnapped
お
by
や、ル
Moss.
ーク。あなたもいらっしゃいましたか。
Oh, Luke, you're here too.
いたら悪いのかよ。
いえ、別に。
Remember, Jade isn't too happy with Luke still because of what happened.
近くにマルクト軍がいないので、ここはガイに助力をと。
So basically, Moss is holding Natalia and Ion secretly and blaming, you know, saying that they died when Axelius was, you know, collapsed and fell into the abyss, trying to get a war started.
外国の人たちはなぜアクゼリスが消滅したか分かっていない。
Yeah, so nobody knows why it fell for real. They think it was some kind of enemy attack from the other country, and so Moss is trying to stir things up to get the war going. Yeah, we can't let the war go, or get started. So we're gonna go to Dart.
まあ、そういうことですね。念のためお知らせしておきますが、ダートはここから南東にあります。迷子になったりして足を引っ張らないようにお願いしますよ。
ルーク、一度失った信用は簡単には取り戻せないわ。
You can't regain somebody's trust,
分かってるよ。
you know, so easily. The way Jade was talking, apparently he doesn't trust Luke, of course. But because of what happened. So we're gonna have to try to regain Jade's trust. So our field music has changed a bit. It's a little bit more serious and dire. And, you know, the reason Moss wants to get a war started between the two countries is because it's written in the score. So we're going to Dart, which is right there. It was translated as Doth or something like that in the English version. I have no clue why. But it's Dart. You can clearly hear the characters pronounce it. But this is kind of where the what do you call it? The main church, religion, blah 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 resides. So Moss wants to start a war because it's written in the score that there's going to be a war. and preventing it would go against, you know, what's written in the score. Which, if you've been watching up to this point, the score is, you know, the history of the planet, past, present, and future. So in there we've got Natalia and Ion being held prisoner because everybody thinks that they were killed when Exelius fell down. A lot of people think that Jade is also gone, since everybody was there when it collapsed. As always, Anis is keeping an eye on things, so we're gonna meet up with her. And then head on in and rescue Natalia and Ion. If any of you have ever played this game, you'll know that this place is kind of mendokusai, annoying. I mean, there are just so many rooms in this giant building, and every single room has to have one of these black loading screens with the dots. The dots, they drive me mad! Little dots in the corner. And if you get lost in this place, yeah, there's just loading forever. So hopefully I can remember the right route to save time, and if not, I'll just cut it out. Just jump out and freak out, guy. Ash, you cut your hair. Oh, it's Luke. See, of course, Anis doesn't trust him either. She's wondering why he's there. And Taisa.
Anis, とりあえずイオン様奪回のための戦力は揃えました。お二人はどうされています？
イオン様とナタリアは教会の地下にあるオラクル本部に連れて行かれました。
and Natalia are in the main headquarters of the Oracle Knights. So we're gonna have to infiltrate. Yeah, this place is just ridiculously huge. So walking around in here can kind of be a nightmare with all the different rooms. So with Tyr with us, since she has worked with the church and with Moss, we're gonna get permission to go down to the main headquarters. Pretty cool looking room though. This is in the introduction to the game. In the opening animation sequence, that big room with the stained glass window. But yeah, I'll try to make the trip as quick and painless as possible. I mean, yeah, that's right, as quick and painless as possible. Not as painful as possible. Had to make sure I said that right, because I'm forgetting English. this, I think it's quite a bit later, this place becomes almost like a huge dungeon. There's just so many doors and routes to take. In the beginning here, I think most of them are blocked off, so it makes it a little bit easier. But when you're trying to explore, you know, and every single door has a loading screen, it gets incredibly monotonous in this place. Or maybe that's just me and I'm terrible at mazes. That could be too, because whenever I do a maze, I always end up in the dead ends first before going to the real place. I really don't know why this place is designed like this. Just door after door after door after room after room. And every single one of them has to have a loading screen with dots. Dots on it. I'm seeing dots in front of my face. Although graphically the rooms look pretty good. I don't know, a lot of the decor and stuff in this game looks better than, like, you know, some of the newer ones like Zesteria or Berseria. The detail in, you know, some of the rooms and the decor and all the small objects on the wall. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff to explore above, which we weren't allowed to, and then there's this giant area down here with multiple layers. This is the headquarters. Why are you whispering? I don't see anybody around.
確実に息の根を止めなければなりませんから。
気が重いな。仕方ない。ぐずぐずしてれば本当に戦争が始まる。そしたらもっと人が死ぬ。
If we waste time, you know, the war is going to start and more people will die. So we gotta try to stop the war, although it's written in the score that it's going to happen anyway. So this is a pretty big place with a lot of locked doors, and we got to find out which one, where Natalia and Ion are being held. And there are these gong things that we can ring, and apparently it's like an alarm system. Something, I don't know. And when we ring a gong, a guard will unlock the door and come out and try to figure out what's going on. And then we can beat him up and go in the door he just unlocked for us, which is convenient. And stay down. So now we can go in the previously locked room. But yeah, like just like looking at the detail in the walls and the you know, books on the shelf and all the little things, it's just really well done. There's a ladder up there. Can't get up there yet. Almost like a maze. Okay, here we go with my terrible Mew aiming skills. Oh, come on. Basically, I have to freeze this guy and then run around and fight him, and then ring the gong and open the door. Because the guard will immediately lock the door again if, you know, if he thinks it's just a joke and he doesn't see anybody. But if he sees a dead body, then he'll freak out. So we will provide that for him. I love it. We'll just run circles around this guy. Okay, so we've provided a body there to freak out the guard. And he can run in place there for a while. And then all these rooms have more doors, so you can see. And just gotta check them all, looking for Natalia. Nothing! Absolutely nothing in this room! Stupid! You are so stupid! So yeah, are we having fun yet? Sick of seeing those dots on a black screen? Hey, bread! It's a bucket of breadsticks. Guards are just wandering around and I'm running back and forth across the hall. You'd think that they'd be in a panic by now seeing a cat girl running back and forth across the halls. Hey, he saw me, and he gets to run in place. Get his exercise in. So yeah, as you can see, looking through these rooms gets pretty monotonous.
Ion! Natalia!
There they are. Ion and Natalia.
ルークですわよね。
アッシュじゃなくて悪かったな。
It's like, sorry, it's not Ash.
誰もそんなこと言ってませんわ。
I didn't say that.
イオン様、大丈夫ですか？怪我は？
平気です。皆さんもわざわざ来てくだ
She's
さって
always worried about
ありがと
Ion.
うございます。
Alrighty, so I went ahead and cut out the entire walk out of that place after rescuing them, so we're just gonna get the heck out of here. You don't need to stay at the inn, we're trying to escape. There's like a suspicious guy back here who's selling stuff that's all sold out. So yeah, that was useless. He's like, come again. It's like, no, you're sold out. You don't even have anything to offer me. Why would I actually come again to your shop? Plus it's shady and suspicious being in the corner back there. But, yeah, I think we'll, end the video here pretty quick. And in the next one, hopefully we'll be finding out, what Moss is up to, and stopping the war from happening now that we have Princess Natalia and Ion. Both are held in high regard, and hopefully we can prevent the war. There's our pop-up book version of Dart. It's kind of cool looking. Pretty massive church there in the center. But yeah, as I said before, I really like the pop-up style that this game did. But alright, I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.